What's up, you guys? It's Graham here. So I'm here with a special guest, Jeremy from Financial Education. If you haven't seen his channel, I'll put the link in the description. But one of the things I always like making with these videos is Jeremy said that I can ask any question I want. So I came up with a list of questions to ask, and some of these I think are pretty thought-provoking questions that might put Jeremy on the spot a little bit. But
I'm a little scared.
But let's just go for it. But one of the things I really want to touch on that I made videos about in the past is about people's incomes, and Jeremy's is about $50,000 per month from YouTube. Now, that doesn't include the money he makes trading stocks, so I want to clarify that. But investing, not trading. Oh, yeah, investing in stocks. But one of the things I really want to break down is, first of all, how you go about making $50,000 a month from YouTube online, how everyone watching might be able to replicate some of that, and some of the thought-provoking questions or the difficult questions for Jeremy in terms of his business. We're gonna expose, put him on the spot on this one. So let's start here at the very beginning. Why did you start making YouTube videos in the first place? Now, I've seen your early videos. It's like such basic, like, what is a checking account? What is a savings? Like, how do you go back like 3 years from now and be like, I want to make a video about what is a checking account?
A lot of people don't know what a checking account is. So in the early days, you know, why I named the channel Financial Education is mainly because I felt like there were a lot of people who didn't have education on very simple things. So I thought, I know a lot of stuff on a lot of different money-related issues. Let me start to record these, okay? So I started recording videos, very basic ones. They're horrible. They're still on my channel. I still leave up all my old videos. You can go watch them all if you want.
They were filmed with a GoPro, right? Because it's like super wide angle.
Super wide angle. It's like
you have the window that's like on this end.
I had a microphone, dude. It was so bad. But the thought process was, a lot of people don't know the basic stuff about, you know, money, and I thought I can teach them that, okay? Over time, what I've adapted the brand into is not just financial education, but more financial entertainment plus education. Okay. And the reason I did that is because I realized that there are so many more people who you can get interested in this type of stuff if you also bring an entertainment aspect. Yeah. If you're boring, cut dry, you will get nowhere, okay? If you're boring, cut dry, people will turn it off and they'll be like, oh, this guy's so boring, you know what I mean? Yeah. But because I bring in the entertainment side of it, because I'm like up for the videos and whatnot, it really brings a different element. And so going back to the early days, it was just about education.
But were you just having fun? Did you ever think of this as a business, or was it just like, you're like, I want to make a video about a checking account?
I wouldn't call it necessarily I was having fun. The way I felt about it is I'm doing something good for society. If 10 people see this video and they got helped by finding out what a savings account is, great. I feel good about myself on the inside. So it was more like the payoff I get on the inside for that. If 15 people see a video that I have on what a cashier's check is because they're typing that in YouTube, great. I did a good job. You know, I felt that.
So let's flash forward then to today. How many hours do you work, would you say, a day for YouTube videos?
It's hard because it's sporadic. So it's not like I just sit down and I'm like, 9 to 5, I'm gonna do this today. The way I do it is like, I work when I wanna work. Okay, I feel like going to spend some time with my kids, I'm gonna go spend some time with my kids. I wanna go take my kids to the park, we go to the park. I wanna spend some time with my wife, I do that. It's really hard to calculate, but I can tell you it's a substantial amount. I am very obsessive about YouTube. I'm very obsessive about my personal brand and what I built. And I think part of that obsessiveness is why it has gotten so big and why it's going to where it's going, is because I definitely spend a lot of time. I've never broken it down and thought, do I spend 40 hours a week doing this, 50 hours a week? I might be up working till 3 in the morning one night. And the next day, I might hardly do anything in relation to YouTube or personal brand. But, you know, it's a substantial amount. I just don't know a specific number.
So let's break down really quick, because I know we got to put this in the beginning of the video. Let's break down the income really quick of 50,000. How does that break down?
So a good portion of that's YouTube. I think last month I made $23,000 or something around there.
You beat me on that one.
Just for YouTube ads that were played on my channel. You know, another significant portion comes from, I have a stock market membership group, a private group where I have like 300 plus investors in there who, you know, love to just kind of learn from me and whatnot in that exclusive experience. They have contact with me, they talk with me in that group and whatnot. I respond to all the comments. Another portion is I have just one-time course sales. Another portion of that is I have book sales, which is a much smaller portion. I still make affiliate marketing money from videos I put out a year ago, 2 years ago. I haven't done affiliate marketing in probably a year and a half. I still have money coming in every single month from affiliate marketing. So all that ends up adding up to a pretty significant amount of money. And you know, it's great because not only does it provide a great business and things like that, but it also allows me to spend more time on it and create more content and better content and those type of things, and also invest more money at the end of the day.
Now, I know how much time it takes to make YouTube videos, and I make 3 a week, and to me it seems like almost a full-time job, because it's probably about 8 hours of videos is how much I really spend coming up with a topic, planning it out, filming it, editing it, responding to comments, thumbnail, I mean everything involved in that. I can't imagine doing a video every single day, or always having something to talk about every single day, and having a family and a wife and whatnot. Do you think you spend enough time with your family, and do you think you have a good balance in terms of like work and family?
Since I work at home, I'm super blessed. Okay, I work from home. My office is at the home, so it makes it very easy for me to spend a ton of time with them. Sometimes I actually get distracted because my kids are banging on my office door and they want to play, and then I start going on and play with them. It might not be the best for productivity, but I feel like that experience is totally worth it. And working from home, so definitely a lot of time goes into it. But as far as like, you know, how much content I can make, I feel like it's unlimited. Like I have probably 100. If you were to look in my iPad, I probably have 100 plus video ideas.
Jeez.
Just ideas, all written out and everything. Just video ideas.
God.
Never mind that, but there's so much going on in the stock market all the time to talk about. This company did this company did that, this stock dropped huge, the market went down a bunch, the market went up a bunch.
Lucky.
There's so much to talk about.
I struggle. I can't even come up with Wednesdays. It's Sunday right now, and today I got to plan Wednesday's video because I have nothing. That's stressful.
Dude, there's so much always. I feel like it's too much. I feel like there's too much to talk about all the time, and I have to try to narrow it down. I'm like, there's 10 videos I want to make, but I'm only going to make one today.
I think I'm way too picky. I'm way too much of like a perfectionist, that it has to be the perfect video idea at the perfect time. But anyway, let's get back to this. But at what point did you realize that YouTube could actually be a business?
I think when it started hitting me was probably early 2017. Early 2017, I come out with a book, like basically how I went from $0 to $200,000 before age 25, okay? Come out with that book, it does really well. Plus YouTube views were going up substantially in that early part of 2017. And at that moment, I knew there was possibility that maybe this is all I do. Like I just invest in stocks, and then I just like make YouTube videos and like do stuff like that. And that's when it started to hit me. And then here in the very beginning of 2018, I actually let my entire real estate marketing company go. I just sent all my customers an email. Hey guys, I'm ending the business in January 15th or whatever it was. And that was that. So that was the moment I realized, okay, it's time to take that leap and just do this full time. But 2017 was kind of the time I was like, I think I can just do this.
Yeah, I remember that for me too. I had one video push, my first video push, and I think that day, until then I was making like $1 a day, $5 a day, maybe like $10 a day. And I realized like if I go 3 days like that, I can get sushi for free, you know? But there was one day that a video got pushed. I think I made $143 that day.
Yeah.
And that to me was like, whoa, I didn't even know you could make that much money on YouTube. And I thought about it like, wait a second, if I can do this every single day, that's a really good side income. And it was at that moment for me, it was like, I can actually rationalize spending so much more time on this now that I'm able to see some type of return on this, and I'm not going to have to worry about like I can't if I end up doing more YouTube videos and scaling back on anything else, like I can actually make money doing this. But how did you find that you were able to scale up your business from there?
So my biggest thing is I like to keep things simple, okay? So for instance, everything I do, I try to keep as simple as possible, and I think that's so key in a lot of businesses, no matter what you do. If you're building a personal brand, something online, if you're building a physical business of some kind, you do remodels of homes or whatever, regardless of what business you start, keep it simple. I try to keep everything as simple as possible.
Yeah.
The way I record, the way I edit, the way I do everything across the board, I want simplicity, and I never procrastinate on anything. I do it, if I want something done, I do it right then and there. I'll wake up out of bed at 2 in the morning. If there's something on my mind that I got to do and I'm like, I need to do that, I go do it right then and there. I'll get out of bed at 2 in the morning and go do it right then and there, because I feel like if I procrastinate, it pushes things back, and I feel like that just hurts productivity so much. When you have this gauntlet of things you always feel like you're so behind on, I got to keep it as simple as possible, and we can go from there.
Yeah. So at what point though did YouTube become more lucrative than, let's say, investing in stocks or your real estate company? How long did that take to scale up to that
I would say 2018 has been the year where, the YouTube just started pushing up to crazy levels, and before that, it was like YouTube, maybe I'll make a few thousand a month, but this year, 2018 has been the year where it just really, exploded to new levels, and we just keep taking it up higher and higher. So this is really the year that it just went crazy, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's the same way with me. So I think it's not just you. I've seen a lot of people where 2018 has really been the year where I think we all can learn from each other.
Absolutely.
And then just we all improve at the same time and make better content and figure out different ways to monetize.
There's niches that haven't been touched before on YouTube. Prior to me, really, my channel's more stock market based and everything. I talk about personal finance and passive income building and regular business, but mostly stock market. When I came on YouTube, stock market investing channels, there was no such thing.
Yeah.
There were channels out there, but no one would have had success. Like everybody's views were like nothing, like 20 views a video or whatever. And then I kind of came in the space and was able to be very successful and get, a massive group built. And now there's a lot of people coming behind me who are able to kind of push up.
So what do you say to all the haters out there that all of a sudden say, you make more money selling courses than you do investing in stocks? Shame on you. Shame on you. What do you say to those people?
I would say it's a fair criticism. It's a fair if that's the way you want to view it, that's the way you can view it. But the way I do things is I'm an investor in companies, okay? So I might not even sell a stock in a month, okay? So for a full month in the stock market, I might never sell a stock. If I don't sell a stock, I technically didn't make any money or lose any money. So let's say I don't sell a stock in a month. So then my income from stock market investing was $0. And then I have all this money coming in from all these other places. Like, it's so unrealistic. Now, on the flip side, maybe I could sell a stock that I'm up on for a $50,000, $100,000 profit, and that number's bigger. But most months, that's not the case, because most months I'm not even selling a position.
Yeah.
And if I do some type of short-term trade, for instance, like a short-term position I had was Tesla. I bought in that. It was like the first time I bought in it was like 323. And then Elon Musk comes out, a week later or whatever, and says he's going to take the company private. I sell out that day at like 380. I made $3,000 in, a week or a couple of weeks time or whatever. So I had a profit there, but it was $3,000. So it still pales in comparison to the other money that's coming in through the door. So if people want to judge me for that, that's fine. You can judge me for that. But just realize, like, there's some months I literally don't sell any stocks. And if you don't sell any stocks, you technically didn't make any money. You didn't lose any money.
Yeah.
So.
See, I view it in terms of you providing a mass amount of value to a lot of people, and that's just easier to scale up. And that's, I'm sure at some point, if I continue the whole YouTube and if I sell the courses and this and that, I know at some point it's inevitable I will start making more money doing that than I will selling real estate or even investing in real estate.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a level of scalability that I can sell a lot more worldwide than I can myself investing my own time into selling real estate as an agent or investing in real estate. There's only so much I can do before eventually I reach the cap.
Well, see, and the biggest key, I think, that gets people caught up from building a personal brand is they might hear a story like mine or see money and they start seeing dollar signs and they're like, I can just go make a bunch of money from this, okay? And it doesn't work like that. You have to give a ridiculous amount of value up front. Like, if I didn't give the ridiculous amount of value I've given over the years in my YouTube channel, I wouldn't have the type of subscriber base I have, okay? So some people want to attack it as they want to try to make money from it quick, in the short term or something like that, and they don't even provide much value, and they never get anywhere, and they give up on it real quick, okay? Realize the amount of value I feel I have given people out there is pales in comparison to what amount of money I make in a given month or a given year.
Yeah.
And I feel like most YouTubers would probably say
and I agree with that. I think that weeds out probably 95, maybe even 99% of people out there that will never put in the upfront work to get to that point. Because even for me, I mean, this is at a point when I was doing like $400 and something thousand a year selling real estate, and I was spending more time at that point making YouTube videos, working 40 hours a week coming up with the videos, filming all the time to make, like, I think it was like $1,500 a month or something.
I posted a video almost every single day for 9 months before I made $100 in a month.
That's nuts. Yeah.
A video almost every single day for a 9-month span before I even made $100 in a month. Okay, so think about like literally I could have been living anywhere in the world, doing any job in the world, any third world country. I would have made more money for my time than what I made my first 9 months on YouTube. So, you know, it's a long-term payoff for a long-term value, you know, personal brand.
Okay, so let's go back and talk about something that a lot of people were mentioning on your channel. I was watching all the videos, watching this drama unfold, but let's talk about Tesla. Do you regret looking back selling Tesla, and do you think you made a mistake doing that?
I don't know. I never try to regret anything. You know, when I look at Tesla, okay, the first time I got in, I really wanted to hold it long term. Elon Musk says he's going private. I don't invest in private company. I sell out that day. I take my big profit and run, okay? Second time I buy in Tesla, all of a sudden, a week later or whatever, Elon Musk says he's not going to settle with the SEC. I'm like, I don't want any piece of Tesla now at this point in time if he's going to fight the SEC, because I've been in the stock market a long time and I know you usually don't win against the SEC. And there was a good chance they could have him taken down as, you know, CEO and whatnot. Then a few days later, he decides to sell. That was a very good move by him, in my personal opinion. So I don't regret selling Tesla. I could buy it back in the future. I could buy it.
Do you think that was an emotional decision not to sell, or do you think it was based purely on
100% logical? You do not fight the SEC. I don't care if you're Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. I don't care who you are. You don't fight those guys, especially they had a lot of stuff on him, okay? So that was a 100% logical decision, and I'm like, I don't want a piece of a company where I don't want a piece of Tesla really if Elon Musk is not there. I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's the same company without Elon Musk. You know, maybe some other people feel differently. I don't think it's the same without him. So,
I think it would be very comparable to Apple without Steve Jobs, where I think if the right person comes in, I think they would still have a good outlook for Tesla, maybe even a bit of a more rational approach to things, but I don't know if that would be
the thing I would say, Apple was at a very different stage in their company when Steve Jobs passed away than where Tesla's at. Tesla's still at a very volatile stage in their company where they're still losing lots of money. They might be able to start making profits and whatnot. Apple was already making bank. Everything was going great. Tim Cook comes in and he just takes it to the next level, okay? There are very different stages. So before anybody compares them, it's a different stage right now.
Yes, I agree with that. Now, let me ask you, how often are you wrong? Because anytime you make predictions, I think a lot of people want to know, how often do you make mistakes?
Well, okay, so 2015, I made a mistake of getting involved with margin. I got involved with short-term trading. I got away from everything that made me successful. Everything that made me successful was long-term investing. So the whole 2015 year, we can just chalk that up as a horrible year. I lost a lot of money that year. I went against everything that ever made me successful. Then, coming out of that, I invest in 2 stocks right off the bat. Coming out of that, okay? I get back in the market and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start long-term investing. One of them was Wynn Resorts, and I made a lot of money off that. It was phenomenal. One of them was a company named GoPro, okay? And coming out of that, that was the worst stock market decision I ever made in my life. So, as far as one particular stock. So I would say I'm right about a company for the long term 95+% of the time. There's that, 3 to 5% of the time I will be wrong about that company over the long term, and I'm willing to deal with that. If you're going to tell me I can be right 95% of the time on the long term vision of that company and I'm going to make money, I'm going to take that, okay? Short term, I'm wrong probably more than I'm right because I invest for the long term. So short term volatility, I don't even care about that. If I feel a company's undervalued, I'm going to make money in that next 3, 5, 10 years, I'm buying that stock. So all the time I'll invest in positions, and short term, the next week, the next month, the next 3 months, that stock might go down more or might not do anything. I can deal with that. I'm in this for the long game and to get those gains.
So what do you think then made you successful from everyone else on YouTube, from everyone else trading, from everyone else trying to make the personal brand? What made you stand out? What characteristics did you have, or what specific things did you do?
It's tough to say. One is being able to stick your head out there regardless if you get hate. That's a big thing for me. I literally don't care. Like, people can hate me. I can come out with a video and everybody's mad at me. Oh well, it is what it is, okay? I am willing to take that type of hate to give my opinion on a subject, okay? Another part is being as transparent as I am about gains and losses and all this type of things and emotions. I think that gained a lot of respect with a lot of people. I have videos on my channel on what happened in 2015, how I lost so much money. The GoPro investment, never took down any of those videos. People can still go watch all those GoPro videos. I think the transparency is also a big factor. And I think the last part is where I've taken the channel as far as news and keeping up with what's going on in the markets, what's going on with stocks. And those type of things, and the entertainment value I bring, I think that's the next level of things. And then just the fact that I love this stuff. Like I'm all about stock market investing, and so it's so easy for me to talk about this stuff. It really just it makes it easy. And so
what should you be improving on at this point? What are things that you think you're not doing as well as you could be, or what's the next step?
The biggest thing I need more channels to start taking off in the stock market niche, because not everybody wants to watch me every day. I understand that. A lot of people can watch my videos every single day. However, if there were more people doing this and a lot of people that were very successful, performing at a high level, I think that would push myself, my business, my channel, anything across the board even more. So I think I can help other people more. I think if I look back now, other stock market channels that are on the come up that maybe have 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 20,000 subscribers, when those people reach out to me, I need to reach out back to them, and they have me questions for me, I need to be willing to help them, and that's kind of my view, because that's probably the biggest thing that can push me and push the whole sector in my opinion.
So what would be then your advice to people like that watching, or for anybody watching then, if they want to build a personal brand, if they want to make money from YouTube, if they want to make money trading stocks, whatever it might be, for anyone watching, if you had like a few pieces of advice?
Focus long term. First off, okay, focus long term. A lot of people are just trying, like we talked about, just trying to get short term. Don't try to have people put you on. A lot of people want to get featured on a channel, a big channel or something like that. Oh, put me on, help me out, and that's how they want to get helped out. That's not the way you go about it, okay? You want to build your thing for yourself, okay? Like when I think about your channel, you built that from yourself. You didn't get on because some massive channel put you on and you just got a massive amount of subscribers for that and you got big, okay? So build your own thing. When you need advice from people that are further up the ranks, ask for their advice and hopefully they help out. And if they don't, don't hold grudges or anything. You should never expect anything from anybody. If they help out, that is great. But focusing long term is, I think, the biggest thing that most people are not doing. And there are a lot of channels that are on the come up that when I look at them, I'm like, why are they posting so few and far between? That's another big thing. Like they'll post twice a week, once a week or something like that. And I'm like, this channel has big potential, but they're not quite seeing it yet. They're not quite seeing that they have such big potential here, but they're not producing enough content. So I think that's another thing, is more content out there. And there's a million different things I could go into, but
yeah. Is there anything else you want to say?
There is. Are you guys coming to our conference? It should be the pinned comment down there, guys. The pinned comment. Come to our conference in Las Vegas. Spend a full day with myself and Graham if you want. It should be phenomenal. Personal branding. I'm going to go super in depth on that. If you want to build an actual online personal brand and make money from that. Stock market investing outlooks, industries I'm looking into that I see big potential in, particular stocks. Graham's going to spend 3 to 4 hours. On
there
real
we go.
investing.
We're going to talk about real estate.
What exactly are you going to go into?
Yeah. So ideally, I want to go into buy and hold real estate investing in terms of getting rental properties and building up cash flow, because that's something I really like to do. So that's something that I would love to share and teach everybody exactly what to look for, how to calculate cash flow, how to figure out what to invest in, what not to invest in, what to get, what to avoid.
I'm going to be watching that like a hawk.
Yeah. No, I'm really looking forward to it. So if you guys want to hear me actually speak in front of people and be super nervous, make sure to go and get a ticket to this. It's going to be a fun event, December 1st in Las Vegas. Hope to see you guys there. And I think with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys made it to the very end and you haven't already smashed that like button, you got to smash the like button, smash the notification bell, smash that subscribe button, and then add me on Snapchat and Instagram. I post there pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there. Check out the links in the description. Thank you again for watching, and until next time.